way this is. You can hear the propeller biting the air as you get the tips go supersonic. Here it goes, smoke on. Here it goes, straight into that aeroplane's climbing at about 60 miles an hour now. It's literally hanging on the propeller. Pretty uncomfortable for the pilot. He's pushed against the side of the cockpit there. The way the wind's blowing, we're going to get a good profit of the smoke hole now. Here he is, snapping into the distance. Keep your eyes on Richard now as he starts rolling back in. Here he is inverted going through the knife edge. Keep an eye out now as he runs past the track and the airplane inverted. Back to knife edge. Watching the airplane there as it tumbles end over end. So there's Richard going off through the distance, pulling quite hard there. Display still continuing as he comes over the top, he's upside down. tumbling the aeroplane. It's rotating end over end. Upside down now, hanging in his straps. Pushing quite hard now, it's about 3 G. So the corks have very strong neck muscles. You see Richard rolling the aeroplane now while changing the heading, so it's called a rolling circle. Quite complicated to do, a bit like being in a washing machine. Just bringing the aeroplane to a stop. We'll see the aeroplane hovering now. There it goes. Hovering into it. Very difficult for the pilot to do that. The aeroplane has to be kept perfectly balanced once he gets to the wind. He's just hanging there. Richard's now pushed forward, accelerating the aeroplane back again up to display speeds. Richard will be working quite hard today. There's quite a strong wind that's blowing on towards us here, and obviously he has to keep his display well more from us. So a lot of work from the pilot, making sure that he keeps away from the public. There's the smoke come on there. Richard's diving back in towards us, accelerating the aeroplane. Here he comes now. He'll be reaching about 220 miles an hour now. Big pull. The aeroplane goes vertical, rolling and snapping it verticals, disappearing into his smoker. You see the aeroplane now rotating but going backwards. So that's called a torque roll. He's using the rotation of the propeller back and the aeroplane is falling backwards. The aeroplane there tumbling end over end. Pretty uncomfortable. As I said, it's very much like being in a washing machine. Now this is Richard's last pass, so